Your news leader.
It's Monday morning and new today. One person is recovering following a late night shooting in the city of Erie. Plus, one person is dead after a motorcycle crashes in East Erie County. And after public outcry, PennDOT is expected to start work on a dangerous piece of road.
Live in high definition from your news leader. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Good morning, Erie. It's Monday, and I'm Elena LaQuatra. Beautiful weather this weekend.
Absolutely, and looks like it just continues for today. Not bad at all.
We love to hear that, Tom. We'll have that full forecast coming up for you momentarily, but first we're beginning with a developing story this morning. A teenager is recovering after being shot in the city of Erie. The incident was reported around 11 p.m. Sunday in the 700 block of East 24th Street. Police say a 17-year-old was shot in the leg. The injuries not believed to be life-threatening. The investigation continues this morning. Still no word on a suspect. And Erie police are still searching for a suspect in a shooting last week. Police were called to East 22nd and Reed Streets around noon on Friday. A man was shot in the leg in that incident. One person is dead following a crash involving a motorcycle in East Erie County. It's continuing coverage this morning. The accident happened in the 11,000 block of East Lake Road just after 6 p.m. Sunday. Several motorcycles were riding together when the accident occurred. Police are still investigating. And a woman crossing busy 26th Street was struck and killed by a car at about 10:30 Friday night. She was transported to an Erie hospital where she was pronounced dead. The Erie County coroner has identified her as 64-year-old Lannis Ellis of Wilkes-Barre. And a two-vehicle crash in the city of Erie sends nearly half a dozen people to the hospital. The crash happened around 2:30 Sunday afternoon in the 4200 block of Peach Street. 3 adults and 2 children were transported to the hospital. Peach Street was shut down for some time while police and fire departments dealt with the injuries and the debris. Erie police are investigating the cause. 2 Erie residents were arrested early Saturday morning after firearms and drug paraphernalia were found in their car. 30-year-old Tiffany Leach and 28-year-old Ryan Nichols were arrested following a traffic stop. Police found an AK-47, a .22 caliber rifle, and 2 pistols, all loaded. Leach and Nichols are charged with 4 felonies, 1 misdemeanor, and 4 summary offenses. The investigation continues. And fire damage in a home in Wattsburg was kept to a minimum. That's thanks to quick work by the homeowner and firefighters. Crews were called to a home in the 8400 block of Haskell Hill Road just before 5 Sunday afternoon. A fire was reported in the basement. Fire officials said the homeowners had the fire pretty much out when they arrived, but not before getting into the walls and burning a hole in the floor in the living area. No injuries are reported. Also, still no word on what may have sparked that fire. Work on a bridge near Union City could cause some problems for your commute. According to signs posted along Route 97, the bridge located east of Union City will close today. A detour will be in place while repairs are being made. There's no word on how long those repairs might take. And the hazardous highway ramps at West 26th Street and Interstate 79 are getting fixed. After public outcry, PennDOT says repairs on those ramps will begin today. The ramp work is expected to take about 3 days to complete. Let's turn to some good news now. Aviation enthusiasts were flying high in Meadville for an annual event. Kristen Nielsen tells us why events like these are crucial for the future of the flight industry.
The skies are clear in Meadville as the 21st annual fly-in at the Port Meadville Airport takes off. This event is hosted by the local chapter of the Experimental Aircraft Association. Dozens of pilots come to this event every year to show off their planes, helicopters, and even a hot air balloon or two. Not only do visitors get a chance to get up close to these flying machines, many also take this opportunity to go for a ride.
Hands down, the crowd favorite here today is the helicopter rides.
We spoke with Zach Shepner after taking a lap in the chopper.
It was really fun. It was cold if you put your hand out.
Although this was his first time in a helicopter, he says he's no stranger to flying.
I fly around a lot to places, and then my dad got flying lessons. So, like, he's trying to learn how to fly, and I guess that just interested me.
Organizers of this event tell us it's more important now than ever to get kids excited about aviation.
Boy, they are going to have a huge demand. In fact, there is right now 4 pilots, commercial pilots. So this is a great way to get them started and introduced to aviation. Some of these younger kids, they're thrilled to be taking a plane ride.
One such kid is Nolan Minnick. He says he plans to become a pilot someday, especially now that he's gotten a taste of what it's like to fly hundreds of feet above the ground.
And what was it like up there?
Pretty cool. When the cars were driving on the road, they were tiny.
All in all, this event captures the imagination of those young and old. Some remembering the past while others dream about the future. In Meadville, Krista Nielsen, Jet 24 Action News.
United States veterans were honored in a very special way this weekend at the 2018 LECOM Health Challenge Golf Tournament. They did so by tending to the American flag on the 18th green on the course. Before and after each group made their way to the 18th hole, each veteran in attendance had the chance to carry the flag from the pin. It's a recognition appreciated by all.
It's nice. It's sort of like a public validation of that time that you spent in service. And anytime somebody says thank you, you kind of feel a little bit sheepish, but you also you appreciate the sentiment.
It's a great sport. It's a great environment to get people together. And for the older vets, I think they really appreciate the recognition.
The event was made possible by the Chautauqua Institution nonprofit education center. When it comes to helping children with life-threatening injuries, Make-A-Wish is there. A big bike event hopes to make some more wishes come true. Saida Abbas was there to learn more.
Krista's bike event started with a young child, Krista, daughter of Bob and Janet Pulaski, who was diagnosed with degenerative brain disorder. A desire to give back to Make-A-Wish was the start of this event by friends and family, which has taken a life of its own.
Real good, real good. I'm pretty sure she's smiling on us. We have to help people that sometimes may need a little bit of a helping hand. And that's what makes you feel darn good when you do stuff like that.
The last stop will be at Mound Grove Golf Course, where there's food, a Chinese auction, live entertainment, and more.
Last year, the event raised nearly $19,000. This year, they hope to raise even more.
In the past 18 years, Krista's bike show has nearly raised $500,000. Their goal is to exceed that amount and grant 100 wishes.
Because it's for the children. Children who are innocent and have a disease that, you know, to give them a wish is just wonderful.
T-shirts were also being sold to benefit the event.
I think, you know, it's great because, you know, they're kids and they deserve the best, and, you know, it's great to give back to people, pay it forward.
The turnout was tremendous. More than 200 riders showed up. Saida Abbas, Jet 24 Action News.
And to learn more about the history of Krista's bike event, go to our website, that's yourerie.com. Grab a lawn chair or blanket and get ready to enjoy a show in the most natural setting. Tonight on the grounds of Asbury Woods, you'll be able to catch a local music group, and a local food truck will be there as well. Tonight, starting at 6 o'clock, you can enjoy the sounds of the Helio Trio. The Juice Roadie will be there. Make sure you grab a lawn chair or blanket to enjoy. The time now is 5:09. Get ready to run. Coming up on Good Morning Erie, it's a tradition years in the making, and it requires you to run with your wife, but not in the way you might think. Stay with us.
From your news leader, you're watching Elena LaQuatra, meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Matter the hunch, this family does not stand down, ever.
Blue Bloods.
Erie Insurance Roar on the Shore, July 18th through the 22nd, presented by the Manufacturers and Business Association. Rock with Zosto, the ultimate Led Zeppelin band, the legendary LA Guns, the Outlaws make their Roar debut, and Tom Kiefer of Cinderella. Ride with the 2018 Grand Marshal Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars. Plus, Captain America Jason Britton returns to Roar with his spectacular No Limit Stunt Show. Download the Erie Insurance Roar on the Shore app on iTunes. Roar on the Shore, Erie's only bike week.
Chick-fil-A for breakfast.
It's racing season at Presque Isle Downs and Casino. Live. Heart-pounding. Family fun. Experience a night at the races, only at El Dorado's Presque Isle Downs and Casino.
I'm Dr. Amanda Widzik for the Physicians of the Erie County Medical Society. Alzheimer's is the most common form of dementia. It affects over 6 million Americans and is the 6th leading cause of death. Early signs of the disease include memory loss, confusion, and bad decisions. Developing later is the inability to recognize family and friends. To learn more about Alzheimer's, visit us at eriecountyMedicalSociety.org.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Oh, what a gorgeous weekend, and the nice weather continues for today. So check things out on our Skycam, looking at downtown Erie, and we have nice, clear skies to start out the day. Weather in very good shape, tower looking good, no fog here. Could be some patchy inland fog, but live pinpoint Doppler, no precipitation around the area, none around the region, no problems for today. A little chop on the buoys for this morning, waves around a foot, occasionally up close to 2 feet at times. Wind southwest at around 10 miles an hour off of the Beach 2 buoy. Walnut Creek, 10 to 15 miles an hour. And over in the bay, the water temperature at 77. We have no delays or cancellations at the airport according to their website for any incoming or outgoing flights. And temperatures right now, kind of a wide range here. We have 68 in Erie, 67 both in Mill Creek and Lariat and Lake City, 67. Let's get farther in, and though much cooler, it is 60 in Albion with 54 at the Borough, Corey 53, French Creek 52. We have 57 in West Meade. Edinburgh, again, at 54. Conneaut Lake, 56. 60 at Linesville, and a cool 49. So basically east of Route 6, and especially out toward eastern Crawford County into Warren County, temperatures are much cooler. We have comfortable dew points for right now, lower to mid-50s. They'll slowly rise probably to near 60, so technically a little more humid for today, but still not bad. Lots of dry air in place as high pressure stays in control. This week in general will be dry. A little front's going to come through for tomorrow. May set off a shower or two, but that's really about it for much of this week. So dry spell certainly in store for the week. On the lake of winds, that should be actually southwest about 5 to 15. Waves will be less than a foot. Water temperature at 69. Great weather for today. Lots of sunshine, high temperatures in the lower to mid-80s. Again, not too humid. And from your weather authority, showers or maybe a thunderstorm possible tomorrow morning. Otherwise, we're going to have decent sunshine, partly sunny skies as we head on into the afternoon, and temperatures in the upper 70s as we head toward Wednesday. You can get the latest updates of that forecast anytime. Head to our website, yourerie.com.
Beautiful weather, not as hot.
Oh boy, just a great looking weekend. Nice weather for today.
Wonderful. Now is Tom's favorite time in the morning.
Oh yeah, my turn.
Where we quiz him. Time now for your trivia. All right. What are the only 2 South American countries that do not border Brazil? Your options are A, Chile, B, Argentina, C, Ecuador, or D, Peru. So you have to pick 2 of those countries, and hopefully that'll help you out a little bit.
Okay.
2 of those.
Sounds good.
All right, you feeling nervous about it?
No.
He's got it.
Nope, I think I do. I think I do.
All right, we'll tell you in the next half hour. And with so many options out there these days, hiring a contractor for a home project can seem like a daunting task, but it doesn't have to be.
Dave Belmondo explains in today's Angie's List report.
Searching the web is a great place to start when you're looking for a contractor. But Ryan Standover of ABC Roofing Company suggests checking more than one source before making your final decision.
The advice I'd give them is to definitely do your research, to get online, look at reviews, look at different websites. Not just take it from one source or just take it from somebody who came and knocked on your door. I said definitely, instead of just looking at it, that's the thing too, they can get on one website, pump up reviews, and those would be false reviews.
And while saving money is great, it's important to keep in mind when it comes to home improvement, an out-of-place low bid could be a red flag.
If you have 4 contracts coming from 4 different companies and 3 are within, a few $100s of each other, then you have one that's $2,000 lower, there's probably a reason why.
And that's not the only red flag homeowners should look out for.
Homeowners should definitely look out for contractors that say, I can cover your deductible for you. We need you to sign this before we can talk to an insurance adjuster that basically says you're going to go with us no matter what the outcome. Pushy sales tactics is another big thing.
Once your research is done and you've found a contractor that you'd like to hire, it's important to keep records of all transactions.
Pay with a paper trail. Always be sure to pay with either a check or a credit card. Also, make sure you're not paying out to an individual, that you're actually paying to the company you hired.
It's good practice to get at least 3 estimates before hiring a pro. Also, be sure to get written records of everything, including contracts, invoices, as well as any communication you and your contractor had throughout the project. David Belmondo, Jet 24, Action News.
It's time now for another Social 24.
Today, a rescue that's for the birds, and a popular event returns to Finland.
Plus, it was a symphony under the sea this weekend in the Florida Keys. About 400 divers and snorkelers rocked out underwater on Saturday at the United States' only living coral barrier reef. The event helped raise awareness for coral reef protection and environmentally friendly diving.
It looks like they're having fun. To paraphrase an old song, she ain't heavy, she's my wife. While in a small town in Finland on Saturday, 53 men swung their wives or partners over their shoulders and set out on an hour-long race. Hour-long.
Wow.
And thousands of spectators cheered them on. They're competing in the World Wife Carrying Championship, the competition now in its 23rd year.
What a title to have.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow, that's a lot of strength there. A Green Bay man is thankful after police and fire crews came to the rescue of his parrot. Wednesday afternoon, a macaw escaped from a home and flew to the top of a tree in the Green Bay Metro Fire Department, brought in their ladder truck, and allowed the owner to go up with one of the firefighters. Fortunately, the owner was able to pull his parrot into his arms and bring him back down safely. The bird, named Cece, was rescued just in time. A storm broke out just a few minutes after he was brought down from the tree.
Finally, a California couple's bathroom renovation took a turn for the surreal when they opened up a wall and discovered a 23-year-old hidden message. It was from the previous owners and their pet bunny from a 1995 remodel of the same room. It said, "If you're reading this, that means you're remodeling the bathroom again. What's wrong with the way we did it?" They posted the image on Twitter, which inspired others to share their own discoveries.
That is so funny.
Very nice.
I hope that, the way the world is with things going viral, I hope that the people end up connecting. And we have that story for you later this week. That'd be funny.
That's right. We'll see if they do. Time now is 5:18. The current temperature is 67.
And we'll be right back.
You're having problems paying your bills, but you're afraid to see an attorney. I'm Kenny Steinberg of Steidel & Steinberg. Come see us for a free consultation. Look, I know attorneys can be intimidating, but not only will we not yell at you, we might even tell you a few jokes. And how intimidating do I look to you? Your problems are serious, but we'll make you feel relaxed while we look for a solution. Steidel & Steinberg, 451-1131 or goodbyedebt.com. With our experience, why go anywhere else?
The Sunday Showcase of Homes, Sunday at 11 on Jet 24.
The Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School, a tuition-free public school where students, teachers, and families create a true community of learning, where every moment is teachable in the safe, nurturing environment of your own home, where each student's success creates the foundation for a lifetime of achievement. PA Cyber, where the learning never stops. For more information, visit pacyber.org.
Watch the Powerball drawing every Wednesday and Saturday night at 11:20 during Action News.
Thanks for watching Jet 24, your news leader.
Experience the elegance and grandeur of the recently restored Watson Curtsey Mansion at the Thomas B. Hagen History Center, the region's newest historical museum. Go to eriehistory.org for more information.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Oh, what a nice looking day as we check things out at the airport, the Jamestown Mattress, Skycam, flight getting ready to take off, clear skies. Oh, what a pretty sight that is. The pre-dawn hours are one of the prettiest shots you get when it's clear out there. Lots of oranges and yellows and reds. Soon, that sun will be rising, which should be another nice looking day. Live pinpoint Doppler, rain free. We have no rain around the region, no problems, and no delays at the Erie International Airport, according to their website. It's 65 at Penn State Bear and 68 downtown Erie. Judy and Summit has 60, a little cooler. Farther toward the east, we have 52 in French Creek, Corey 53. Woodcock Borough, John got your temp, 53 out his way. And out toward Westmead, Ed at 57, 53 in Sagertown, Mikey with that temperature, and a cool 49 degrees out toward Chandler's Valley. Dew points nice and comfortable. Lower 50s right now, so another great night for sleeping. Hopefully had a good sleep. And dew points will gradually rise for today. Won't get oppressively humid, but maybe a little more humid than yesterday. Otherwise, we have big high-pressure ridge in control here. That high giving lots of heat to the Midwest and will keep us on the dry side. Here's a tropical storm, Chris. That's going to stay well toward the east, give a lot of riptide problems to the East Coast, including the Carolinas, but no direct effect other than that on our weather in the United States. On the lake, winds will actually be south about 5 to 10 knots. Waves will be less than a foot. Water temp at 69. Lots of sunshine for today. Nice and warm. Not too humid. Afternoon high temperatures lower to mid 80s. So get sunscreen. Enjoy this day. Might get a few morning showers or a thunderstorm tomorrow as the front goes by, but not a lot of oomph with it there. This is a dry week and definitely the warm side. More sunshine Wednesday, right on through Friday.
Thank you, Tom. Looks like a great forecast for us. Now, one man's mission is continuing on despite his death 1 year ago. Steve Eller had a passion for learning about autism. His nephew was diagnosed with the disorder, which led him to find out as much as he could about how to better communicate with him and his peers. Now his family and friends are taking the reins, holding the first ever Eller's Piece of the Puzzle fundraising event.
He would dance for all the kids. He would come in and visit regularly. So he really went out of his way and actually put in a lot of work behind closed doors to be able to establish a better relationship with his nephew. He's that kind of dude.
The Mill Village Fire Department held its first ever Community Day to recruit members. The Community Day offered up free food, bounce houses, fire prevention trailers, and much more. The equipment and gear was available for people to learn more about.
I think it's important to join because a lot of departments don't have tax-based fire departments, so you have volunteer fire departments that are here that rely on your donations, rely on your help, rely on staffing.
About 200 people made their way to the event, which the fire department plans now to hold every year. It was the perfect weekend for the annual French Creek Festival in Union City, a tradition that dates back 13 years now. Its focuses on the history of Union City and bringing the town together. The Erie Zoo brought its traveling zoo, and the Anna Shelter and Children's Museum were also there. Yes, there was even a chicken barbecue, with proceeds going to the Union City Fire Department.
Great. It's a great event for the community, honestly. It was pretty packed last night. We got to see everybody here, friends we ain't seen in a while. So we're a pretty close-knit, tight community. I mean, we know, everybody knows everybody, and it's kind of nice to get together with everyone.
The festival was sponsored by the Erie County Community Foundation Group in Union City. This week, David Belmondo is taking us to Klein Plating Works in Erie. It's a company that's proud to say its products are made in America, made right here.
A lot of science, some art, and a little bit of magic.
That's how Joe Dudenhofer describes his business, Klein Plating Works. Klein is a precious metal electroplater and has provided quality industrial metal finishing services since 1915.
We take a customer's part, which is usually less noble or cheaper or easier to machine, and we deposit one or more metals onto the surface of that through a pretty complex electrochemical process.
This gives those parts greater connectivity, wear resistance, and corrosion protection, to name a few.
If you take a part that's made of brass, copper, and zinc, it doesn't really have the electrical properties that you would need for high current capacity. So a lot of times we'll plate silver on top of that, and now it's a good electrical component.
An electrical process adheres the silver or gold or whatever coating to the metal. It's a process that depends on a skilled and knowledgeable workforce.
As I said, there's an art to what we do here. So having these people who know what they're doing and you can depend on is what makes us successful.
And Dudenhofer knows how important it is to keep the work in America.
So when manufacturing is overseas or leaves, it leaves all of us secondary suppliers, struggling.
Made in America, made right here.
Made in America, Made Right Here is presented by Channel Lock. To nominate a local business you'd like to see featured, click on the news tab at yourerie.com.
Locally owned and operated shops in the West Erie Plaza held another Saturday stroll under the arch. This event features games, live music, food trucks, and great deals at the stores located in the plaza. The event aims to encourage people to shop local. Now, those attending say they love the idea and plan to attend more events like this.
My family had a coffee shop, so I understand the importance of supporting the local community.
I saw a Facebook event about it, and I wanted to check out Achilles Running Store, so we wanted to come listen to music and check out the sales here.
The next Stroll Under the Arch event is Saturday, August 4th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., of course, at the West Erie Plaza. We'll be right back after a look at today's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, MoviePass making good for widespread outage. Users of the movie subscription service reported problems checking into a movie on Friday night.
MoviePass resolved the issue after just a few hours, and it's now offering a full refund to users who had to pay full price.
It might be God's plan, but Drake has broken a record with his newly released album, Scorpion.
It's the first album to ever rack up 1 billion streams in just 1 week. Scorpion has also sold 732,000 copies in its first week, making it the biggest album debut so far this year. And a new study says if you want to appear rich, just get an iPhone.
University of Chicago economists say no individual brand indicates high income status as much as owning an iPhone. Of course, that might not be the case, but researchers say if you have an iPhone, you're likely in a wealthy demographic.
Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Tech Bites, sponsored by Allstate.
I'm a tin can tied to your bumper because I don't think enough people heard about your big day. But nothing says we got married like a 12-ounce piece of scrap metal.
Yo! We got married! Honk if you like joint assets.
Now you're so busy soaking up all the attention.
You don't see the car in front of you.
And if I can crash your perfect day, imagine what I could do to the rest of them. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Add the Activia 2-week probiotic challenge to your healthy routine and see how Activia yogurt, with its billions of live and active probiotics, may help support your digestive health so you can take on your day. Start the Activia probiotic challenge today. It works or it's free.
What's the #1 new skincare product in 2018? Olay Whips. Absorbs faster than a $100, $200, and even $400 cream.
Feels amazing. I really, really love this. I will 100% swap up my moisturizer. Can I have it?
Olay Whips.
It's that time in the 2018 season fueled by Quick Fill to raise a glass for the Midsummer Wine Festival, presented by Presque Isle Downs and Casino at Lake Erie Speedway. Saturday, July 14th, enjoy live music, food and craft vendors, a car show, and wine from the best wineries in Pennsylvania. Tickets are $20 day of or $15 in advance and include admission, sampling for those 21 and older, and a commemorative glass. The Midsummer Wine Festival at Lake Erie Speedway, Saturday, July 14th. Sponsored by Jet24, Fox 66, and YourErie.com.
Watch the Powerball drawing every Wednesday and Saturday night at 11:20 during Action News.
Monday, everyone's full of confessions in the Bahamas.
I'm beginning to fall in love with you.
I am in love with you. And speaking of confessions,
there's a conversation that I want to have with you.
Honestly, at this point, I don't know how tonight's going to end.
The Bachelorette, new Monday on ABC.
From Jet 24, your weather authority, this is your forecast first.
It's 5:30. Good morning to you. We have mostly clear skies right now to start out the day, and oh, what a great weekend. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and a nice start to our day for this Monday. Nothing showing up in our live pinpoint Doppler, and temperature right now at the airport. Comfortable 66 degrees, and your forecast first is calling for plenty of sunshine again for today, with afternoon high temperatures reaching the lower to mid-80s. Get out and enjoy. The rest of the forecast after morning headlines. Good morning, Erie starts now.
From your news leader.
It's Monday morning, and one person is recovering following a shooting in the city of Erie. That story is new this morning on Jet 24. Plus, a violent collision sends nearly half a dozen people to an Erie hospital for treatment. And the Erie Roller Girls hit the rink for another high-speed night of fun.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Good morning, Erie. It's Monday. I'm Elena LaQuatra, and the Erie Roller Girls were back in Erie this weekend. If you've never seen it, it is a whole lot of fun to watch.
They are tough girls there, as you can see there, and you have to be tough for what they do. But they do. They all have a great time.
They certainly do. We have that story coming up for you momentarily, but we are beginning with a developing story this morning. A late-night shooting sends one person to the hospital. The incident was reported around 11 p.m. Sunday in the 700 block of East 24th Street. Police say a 17-year-old was shot in the leg. The injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. The investigation continues this morning, and still no word on a suspect. And Erie police are still searching for a suspect in a shooting last week. Police were called to East 22nd and Reed Streets around noon on Friday. A man was shot in the leg in that incident. One person is dead and another injured after a motorcycle accident in East Erie County. It's continuing coverage this morning. The accident happened in the 11,000 block of East Lake Road just after 6 p.m. Sunday. Several motorcycles were riding together when the accident occurred. Police are still investigating. A woman crossing a busy 26th Street was struck and killed by a car at about 10:30 Friday night. She was transported to an Erie hospital where she was pronounced dead. The Erie County coroner has identified her as 64-year-old Lannis Ellis of Wilkes-Barre. Nearly half a dozen people were taken to the hospital following a two-vehicle crash in the city of Erie. The crash happening around 2:30 Sunday afternoon in the 4200 block of Peach Street. 3 adults and 2 children were transported to the hospital. Peach Street was shut down for some time while police and fire departments dealt with the injuries and the debris. Erie police are still investigating the cause. 2 Erie residents were arrested on Saturday morning after firearms and drug paraphernalia were found in their car. 30-year-old Tiffany Leach and 28-year-old Ryan Nichols were arrested following this traffic stop. Police found an AK-47, a .22 caliber rifle, and 2 pistols all loaded. Leach and Nichols are charged with 4 felonies, 1 misdemeanor, and 4 summary offenses. The investigation is continuing. A quick work by a homeowner and several volunteer firefighters kept damage to a minimum after a fire was reported in Waksburg home. Crews were called to a home in the 8400 block of Haskell Hill Road just before 5 o'clock Sunday afternoon. A fire was reported in the basement. Fire officials say the homeowners had the fire pretty much out when they arrived, but not before getting into the walls and burning a hole in the floor in the living area. No injuries are reported. Still no word on what may have sparked that fire. Work on a bridge near Union City could be causing some problems for your commute. According to signs posted along Route 97, the bridge, located east of Union City, will close today. A detour will be in place while repairs are being made. There's no word on how long those repairs might take. The hazardous highway ramps at West 26th Streets and Interstate 79 are getting fixed today. This after a lot of public outcry. PennDOT says repairs on those ramps will begin today. The ramp work is expected to take about 3 days to complete. Let's turn to some good news now. as families across the region continue to celebrate their high school graduates. One family is celebrating 3 kids who graduated at the same time. But get this, they all graduated in different parts of the world. Tara Braddock reports.
A family in Girard is bonded by their love of education and traveling.
It's better, I think, to not just stay in one place and live there your whole life, but to travel around and get to see different cultures and different nationalities is really eye-opening.
Jessica Volstad and her 2 cousins, Garrett Gerlach and Donali Wurst, all graduated from high school this year, but at different high schools in different parts of the world. Volstad went to school in Russia, Wurst went to school in Alaska, and Gerlach is a McDowell High School graduate.
I lived in Alaska until 8th grade, so coming back it was different. It was a lot bigger because I grew up in a class size of 20 kids, and then going to McDowell and graduating with 500 people. It was a big culture shock.
All 3 cousins have lived in these places due to their parents' work and love of travel. Traveling and learning about different cultures has been in this family for generations.
When we were growing up, we always had foreign exchange students living in our home growing up, so we were exposed to a lot of cultures and languages.
Jessica's mother, Christy, says she and her siblings felt it was important to expose their kids to a wide variety of cultures.
Nice to have them be familiar. Yeah.
Our kids know that there's more than just within the boundaries of the United States of America.
Tara Braddock, Jet 24 Action News.
United States veterans were honored in a very special way. Veterans from all branches of the military took part in the final day of the 2018 LECOM Health Golf Challenge tournament. They did so by tending to the American flag on the 18th green on the course. Before and after each group made their way to the 18th hole, each veteran in attendance had a chance to carry the flag from the pin. It's a recognition appreciated by all.
It's nice. It's sort of like a public validation of that time that you spent in the service. And anytime somebody says thank you, you kind of feel a little bit sheepish, but you also you appreciate the sentiment.
It's a great sport. It's a great environment to get people together. And for the older vets, I think they really appreciate the recognition.
The event was made possible by the Chautauqua Institution Nonprofit Education Center. Plus, it's roller derby season, and the Erie Roller Girls are geared up and ready to go. Saturday was the home opener for the Erie Roller Girls at the Bayfront Convention Center. Roller derby is a super fast-paced, action-packed sport where the goal is to get your jammer through your pack. As you can see, it's not very easy.
We just really love the physical activity, the physicality of it, and really just bringing sportswomanship to the Erie area.
There are 5 more matches for the season. The home games for the Erie Roller Girls will be August 4th and September 22nd. When it comes to helping children with life-threatening injuries, Make-A-Wish is there. A big bike event hopes to make some more wishes come true. Krista's bike event started with a young child, Krista, who was diagnosed with a degenerative brain disorder. A desire to give back to Make-A-Wish was the start of this event by friends and family, which has now become a tradition, 19 years and counting. In the past 18 years, Krista's bike show has raised nearly $500,000. Their goal is to exceed that amount and grant 100 wishes.
Because it's for the children. Children who are innocent and have a disease that, to give them a wish is just wonderful.
To learn more about the history of Krista's bike event, head over to our website, yourerie.com. Now grab a lawn chair and blanket and get ready to enjoy a show in the most natural setting. Tonight on the grounds of Asbury Woods, you'll be able to catch a local music group, and a local food truck will also be there. It starts at 6 o'clock. You can enjoy the sounds of the Helio Trio, and the Juice Roadie will be there providing some treats. Make sure you bring a lawn chair or a blanket, and be sure you enjoy the show. The time now is 5:39. Did you get a good night's sleep? Coming up on Good Morning Erie, you all know about summer camp, but how about some sleep camp? Yes, I will sign up for that. Find out what it is and how it can help you get some rest.
From your news leader, you're watching Elena LaQuatra, meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Edgar Snyder and Associates really gave me peace of mind knowing that I didn't have to deal with the insurance companies.
I didn't have to pay anything to Edgar Snyder up front, so that was definitely a plus as well.
I wasn't relying on our insurance. I was relying on Edgar Snyder.
The condition I was in, there was no way I could have taken this on my own.
They have a proven track record. They were fantastic from top to bottom. I made the right choice with Edgar Snyder.
If you've been hurt, call Edgar Snyder and Associates for a free consultation.
We couldn't have done it without them.
The July 4th sale has been extended. There's still time to get your choice of a free 50-inch LED TV or a $300 Furniture Row gift certificate with any purchase of $19.99 or more. And get a free adjustable base upgrade when you purchase select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Or how about Eurotop Comfort at the ridiculously low price of just $299.99. Don't miss out on these great offers at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer inside Furniture Row. Ooh. This is comfy.
Log on to YourErie.com every weekday to tell us what you think, and then see the results on the web and Good Morning Erie the next morning. Brought to you by Superstore Joe at Auto Express Kia.
Weather is brought to you by Superstore Joe at Auto Express Kia.
I drove a Dodge.
Chevy.
A Honda. Pontiac.
A BMW.
Now I drive a Kia. A Kia. A Kia. And a Kia.
Now you can change too. Switch to an all-new 8-passenger Kia Sedona. Or switch to the over 50 MPG Niro Hybrid. Or go 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds with a 2018 Stinger. There's a change for everyone at Auto Express.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Welcome to the Ag Weather segment here. We have a nice start to the day. Plenty of clear skies here in our new Motors Skycam. Looking nice as we start out this morning, this Monday morning. Hopefully had a great weekend. We had no rainfall over the weekend, lots of sunshine, and very good drying conditions with low dew points. So a lot of evaporation in from the soil here, and live pinpoint Dopplers showing no precipitation for today. And we will continue with the dry air. Temperatures right now, 67 Lake City, 65 at Penn State Barron. Summit Judy has 60, same for Gary and Albion, but mid-50s, Edinburgh 54, actually up to 55 now. French Creek and Corey both in the lower 50s for this morning. And we have 53 at Woodcock Borough, 54 at Sagertown, Ed Westmead 57. 60 over in Linesville. Much cooler in the eastern mountains where Gary has 50 out there in Saybrook and 49 toward Chanrose Valley. So the dew points remain on the low side. We have lower mid-50s for your dew points today, and they'll start to rise a little bit, so maybe not as much evaporation, but still with full sunshine, and that's what we expect for the day. We're expecting still pretty good dry weather. It'll stay dry for the week as well. Winds pretty light, staying less than 10 miles an hour, light out of the south, and futurecast showing that we will be having some, generally speaking, southerly winds for today, becoming west closer toward the afternoon here, but hardly any clouds to speak of for the afternoon. And we'll keep it pretty dry as well as we head on toward the nighttime hours with not much in the way of any really significant clouds, much less precipitation. Now, by tomorrow, a weak front comes through here, may set off a few isolated showers again, though with a relatively dry air, no more than maybe a few hundredths of an inch of rain. Other than that, again, not looking like much rain for today or for the week. Your ag forecast, plenty of sunshine, dry conditions, no rainfall, winds southwest to west, about 5 to 12. High temperatures today, lower 80s around the region, mid-60s for tonight. Erie County Farm Bureau encouraging you to buy local ag. You just can't beat it. And other Temperatures out toward the mountains will stay in the lower to mid-80s as well. So sunshine all around here. And again, other than a few scattered showers or maybe a thunderstorm tomorrow morning, less than an hour and not much there. We're back to dry weather and decent sunshine for Wednesday, right on through Friday.
Beautiful. Now time for trivia.
Okay.
All right. What are the only 2 South American countries that do not border Brazil? Your options, Tom. A, Chile. B, Argentina. C, Ecuador. D, Peru. You have to pick 2 of those countries.
Okay. Not quite sure on this, but I'm going to go with Chile and Ecuador.
Wow. You got it.
Yeah. Chile and Ecuador.
You totally cheated.
Huh? Nope. I knows my geography.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. It is Chile and Ecuador.
Yeah,
there you go. There's a map.
Let's see.
All right.
Yes. Too far away.
Too far away, but hopefully you guys can see it on your
I get
TVs.
Ecuador and Paraguay mixed up, and that's what kind of gets me sometimes. But there you go.
Wow, way to go, Tom.
Thank you.
All right, now to the secret, finally getting a good night's sleep.
According to the CDC, a third of Americans are not getting the recommended amount of rest, at least 7 hours a night for adults.
That's a lot of sleep. Now, Diane Macedo signed up for Sleep Boot Camp to find some solutions.
For me, getting sleep has always been a challenge, and working overnight hours doesn't help. So I'm heading to Blue Sleep's Dr. Jordan Stern to see if he can fix my insomnia. Turns out I'm doing everything wrong. For starters, I go to bed as soon as I get home, but between 3 shows, that varies from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., not counting extra shoots.
It's important to have a routine schedule because your brain has a routine schedule, and all of the cells in your body have a 24-hour cycle.
My second mistake, staying in bed even when I can't sleep.
After 20 minutes, get out of bed, do something that's relaxing, and then when you start feeling sleepy, then get back into bed.
To make up for my lack of sleep, I take long naps later in the day.
Ideally, you should nap no longer than 20 minutes and try to keep it at least 6 or 7 hours before you go to sleep.
Even my pajamas were wrong.
The issue with pajamas is that they can probably cause overheating.
Finally, my eating habits.
Happy pizza day! Delicious.
Eating a big heavy meal definitely will make you sleep badly.
So over the course of the next 3 weeks, I rescheduled midday shoots, quit picking out before bedtime, got lighter PJs, stopped napping, and started going to bed around 9 a.m. every day, even on weekends. I'm determined to make it to 9 a.m. It's all part of cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, the gold standard treatment. Still, my biggest challenge was less straightforward. When I finally get into bed, my mind is kind of racing and I just can't seem to calm down. The best solution for me was a trick called constructive worry. A couple of hours before bedtime, quickly jot down anything weighing on your mind and how to resolve it. 3 weeks later,
You're sleeping a reasonable amount of time, and the proportion of deep sleep and light sleep that you get is almost normal.
and with a few more adjustments, I'm finally sleeping 8 hours. For Good Morning America, Diane Macedo, ABC News, New York.
Like those tips a lot.
It is. You know, I mean, the overnight shift is tough. I mean, I personally don't know if I could go to bed at 8 hours. I mean, sleep from 9 to 5 during the day. That might be tough, especially if you have kids.
Right,
you know.
right. It's tough in the news business or any job where you have that third shift. And
at least like for us, you know, I just try to get a routine. I do try to go to sleep at the same time. That's one thing I do try to do. Other than that, it gets kind of tough.
It is, yeah. Going to bed early.
The effort.
It's definitely tough. It is, absolutely. That brings us to today's poll question. Today's question, do you get the recommended amount of sleep every night? That question will be posted all week long, till tomorrow. Head over to yourerie.com to vote. Then tune in on Monday to see how your answer compares with everyone else. Now, I think I did not get enough sleep last night.
No.
Can't get
That's spicy. Get some better sleep there. Take that 20-minute power nap there.
Oh, I will.
Well, up next in sports, we're off to the links for some golf. Mike Fenner takes us there.
Also coming up on Good Morning Erie, a new face could be coming to a galaxy far, far away. We'll show you who as coverage continues for Erie, Wattsburg, Jamestown, and the entire region.
Howard Hanna, the Sunday Showcase of Homes, Sunday at 11 on Jet 24.
With the Pennsylvania Lottery's new iLottery, you can play
while on my tablet.
eating a dill. Guess who else is playing? Uncle Bill. On my laptop.
On my phone, waiting for Grace. Out fun or inside, no matter the place. With lots of new games.
On every device.
It's a revolutionary way to play that's always nice.
Here or there.
Play iLottery everywhere.
iLottery. Play here, there, everywhere. Sign up today for $5 in free play.
If a sandwich needs a little something extra, you add bacon to it. If a sandwich is perfect just the way it is, you add bacon to it. Arby's, we have the meat.
Monday, everyone's full of confessions in the Bahamas.
I'm beginning to fall in love with you.
I am in love with you. And speaking of confessions,
there's a conversation that I want to have with you.
Honestly, at this point, I don't know how tonight's going to end.
The Bachelorette, new Monday on ABC.
Stay tuned for the Team of the Week, brought to you by Superstore Joe at Off-Road Express. Get out and play.
It's inches off the ground. It's open-air freedom. It's remarkably powerful. It's totally unique. It starts at $21,199. It's Slingshot. Pure driving fun.
See the all-new Polaris Slingshot Roadster only at Off-Road Express. Get out and play.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Nice start to the day. Hopefully you had a great weekend and we had some great weather. Let's continue it today. Bob Ferrando, Ford World Skycam, and we're looking at the top of the Girard Pharmacy, looking west here. You can see nice dry weather, good clear skies. Traffic, no problems as you travel back to work for this morning here. Nothing showing up in our live pinpoint Doppler. Erie's only live local Doppler and nothing around the region. At the buoys here, on the buoy off of Beach 2, we're looking at waves about a foot. Southwest winds holding around 10 miles an hour. Still 1 to 2 foot waves off the Walnut Creek buoy there, so a little choppier there. South winds around 10 to 15. Bay temperature at 77. Temperature on the air, mainly in the mid to upper 60s, north of 90, south of 90. Summit and Albany near 60. Edinburgh, Corey, French Creek in the lower to mid 50s, so a little cooler, especially east of Route 8. But even Woodcock, Borough, Sagertown, 53, 54. Bill Connet Lake, 56, 60 for Nenot and Linesville. 49 and 50 for Chandler's Valley and Saybrook. Dew points nice and low. Very dry conditions for the weekend and dry again for today, though the dew points will probably rise close to 60 as we head toward the afternoon. So you'll probably feel the humidity a little bit more. But this high pressure ridge building in, it'll keep things nice and dry. Keep this tropical storm, Chris, which is off the east coast there, from really making any serious hit toward land. It will cause some rough surf, though, along the Atlantic coast. Out in the lake winds, southwest to west 5 to 10 knots, waves less than a foot. Nice and tranquil. Good day to hit the beach, get sunscreen on, whether on land or on the water here. Highs in the lower to mid 80s. And from your weather authority, the only chance of real rain for this week will be tomorrow. Maybe some showers and storms in the morning, but even then, widely scattered, not much with it as a weak front goes on by. Highs will be a little cooler, near 80. After that, we'll have sunshine and back up to warm temperatures for Wednesday through Friday. Get the latest updates of that forecast anytime. Head to our website, yourerie.com.
In entertainment news today, some big screen superheroes don't have their biggest impact in the movie theaters, but Ant-Man and Wasp, as expected, is the winner of the weekend box office. The Marvel sequel earned an estimated $76 million. That's near the high end of early tracking and nearly $20 million more than the 2015 original's debut took in. The first Purge posting decent numbers, a $17 million debut there. And good news for Incredibles 2. It's now the first animated movie to earn $500 million domestically. Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman on screen, and to the patients and staff at Inova Children's Hospital in Falls Church, Virginia, Gadot, who had been filming in the area, recently visited the kids dressed in her superhero costume. Wonder Woman 1984, now in production, is due out in November of next year. Kerry Russell may be headed to a galaxy far, far away. The actress is in the talks to join Star Wars Episode 9, scheduled to begin production at the end of July. It'd be the first time Russell, who has worked with Episode 9 writer-director J.J. Abrams since Mission Impossible 3, more than a decade ago. And a lot of people have seen Deadpool 2. It's made $315 million at the domestic box office, but some folks at Comic-Con this month may see a bit more. July 21st, after a panel on the film featuring Deadpool and pals, Fox is hosting what it calls a super-duper special screening of the film, potentially including deleted and extended scenes.
Now, Jet 24's Mike Fenner with sports.
Welcome on in. It's time for Morning Sports. Final round of the 2018 LECOM Health Challenge. Yesterday, let's get right to the highlights. A gorgeous shot of number 6 looking down to the fairway. A perfect day for golf as well. Beginning on number 1 with Canadian Roger Sloan. Finished on Saturday in the top 5, going for birdie, but settles for par on number 1, falling apart. With 4 bogeys on the front 9, he finishes 13 under, tied for 20th. How about day 1 co-leader Cameron Champ, teeing off on number 15 at 12 under, and Champ going onto the green, and the ace, the hole-in-one for Champ. He's fired up after that one, finishes 15 under, tied for 8th. We mentioned Sebastian Munoz entering the day as the leader at 18 under, but not entirely smooth sailing for him. Munoz missing for bird on number 1, taps in for par. Instead, he had 2 bogeys on the front 9, but still in contention. He's paired with Kyle Jones entering the day, tied for 2nd. Jones birdies 12 to go to 17 under. Then Jones now at 19 under here on 15, and misses for birdie to get within 1 stroke, pars to stay at 19 under instead. Then Argentina's Nelson Ledesma, one of the biggest movers on Saturday in the 3rd round, right in the thick of it and right at the top of the order. 4 birdies on the front 9 for Ledesma. Here's a par on number 7 as we take a look at one of those nice shots. Ledesma sinks it in. It's good. After birdieing 16, Ledesma putts for birdie on 18, misses but pars and goes to 22 under. It's Argentina's Nelson Ledesma winning the LECOM Health Challenge, shooting a 22 under par, 5 under 67 for the final round. Let's take a look at that final leaderboard here for the LECOM Health Challenge, and it's Argentina's Nelson Ledesma taking on the title at 22 under par of the final round 67. Sebastian Munoz and Kyle Jones finished 2 strokes back, tied for 2nd. Mark Blakefield and Hank Libiota finished tied for 4th. The Eastern League Seawolves in Binghamton yesterday to finish up a 5-game series against Tim Tebow and the Rumble Ponies. Binghamton's John Mora cracking the line drive toward 1st, and the glove work from Josh Lester. Are you kidding me? Fast forward, catcher Josh Tolley drives in a run, one of 3 runs batted in for the Seawolves in this one. Erie jumping out to the 4-0 lead, and more from the Howlers. A.J. Simcox back with Erie. He grounds into the 6-4-3 double play, but Chad Setio scores on the run home. However, rough outing from Kyle Funkhauser gives up 5 runs through 3 1/3. Seawolves fall 8-6, heading into the All-Star break 5 games below 500. They host Altoona on Thursday night. And finally, our Off-Road Express Team of the Week goes to the Erie Commodores. For a 2nd straight year, the Commodores are division champions after a 2-1 win over Cleveland SC in the regular season finale on Saturday. And in his 1st year coaching, Dale White driving the ship after what owner and former coach John Melody built for the Commodores.
It's important. I mean, obviously, whatever you do, you're always trying to build on top of what's been done before, and you know, an incredible history when you think about what the club's done.
Team of the Week is brought to you by Superstore Joe at Off-Road Express. Nominate your team on the contest page at yourerie.com. Get out and play.
That's it for Morning Sports. Back to you.
Time now is 5:58, and still ahead on Good Morning Erie, we'll share today's top local stories and introduce you to the cutest pet of the week. It's all coming up after the break.
Howard Hanna, the Sunday Showcase of Homes, Sunday at 11 on Jet 24.
You can barely see it, but in this man's ear is life-changing technology from Erickson Hearing Center that allows him to hear again. And now, so can you. Erickson Hearing Center is enrolling subjects in a new study to evaluate Oticon's latest digital technology designed to increase the ability to hear speech in background noise. We need your help to evaluate the features of this exciting new technology in a variety of listening situations. To participate in this study, you must be over 18 years of age, have hearing loss, and be less than 100% satisfied with your current hearing devices. Prior hearing aid use is not required. Participants will receive a free comprehensive hearing screening, a 30-day at-home trial of the new devices, and be asked to complete a short pre- and post-survey on their experience. As a thank you for subjects who volunteer in this study, participants are eligible to purchase their trial technology at a significant discount. Space is limited. Call Erickson today to reserve your participation in this groundbreaking study.
We had lived there before and it didn't work out.
Another try at living with his mom and stepdad.
She was